In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my brand new Playmaking Stretch 573 build. Now, this build I made by complete accident. You guys are probably wondering, how did you make this build fair? What was the inspiration behind this? So, you guys know I make this, going to rec with 5 big lineup, and someone suggested in the comments that why didn't you just go to rec with 5-7-3s or something like that, and I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. So what did I do? I just went into the build and just playing around. I was just playing around just to see, bearing in mind I was trying to make a point guard, so I was gonna make the 7-3 to run the point in the 7-3 lineup. So I wasn't thinking this build is even going to play center. So when I hopped into the build, I was just kind of playing around, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not a bad build. This build can potentially even be able to play center. Now, bearing in mind, when you see this build, I didn't make it to even play the center position. I was thinking of being a point guard in a 7-3 lineup. But anyways, I'm gonna show you what the build is currently looking like right now. As you guys can see, we're 96 overall. The passing isn't even maxed yet, so we can still get the Magic Johnson. We don't even have driving layup yet. We still, with the mid-range, which you guys are not going to see, unfortunately. So this build can eventually shoot the midi, but it's so expensive. Your boy spent too much money on 2K right now, bro. We ain't got time. But this is what the build's currently looking like at the moment. Max vertical, right, as you guys can see. I'm going to show you the animations, because I know you guys are going to be like, what's your animation? These are animations I am currently using on the build. And again, have a look, and this is going to be the jump shot I'm using in all the clips you're seeing right now. So again, it's Jonathan Isaac. I like the release height. It's kind of tall, and we've got Marquise Chris with Tim Duncan. I kind of mix the blend up sometimes, because sometimes I don't like the cue, but it's up to you. But the Jonathan Isaac base, listen, I really like the base, bro. That is it. But anyways, this build has been going crazy in the rec, all right? It's been going crazy. It's been having a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you guys the clips. I'm going to catch you at the end, show you in the build how to make the build. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Yeah, you guys already know it's a brand new build, bro. We got to go with the classic OG music to help us out with the clips. And yeah, I'll catch you guys at the very end. As you guys can see, bro, this build is basically I don't know what this build is. This build is a passing wizard. Surprisingly, the rebound on this build was surprisingly very, very good. I think the height and the vertical is helping me out a lot on this build, and you guys will see. Obviously, coming up with this build, you guys will notice I have that gold unblockable. I am not worried about these guys trying to strip me. I can set up my teammates on this build. Like I said, this build is a passing wizard and a sniper from the 3, bro. Look at the block, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm telling you, that silver anchor, people have been asking me, silver anchor, is it enough? I'm telling you, bro, you don't need nothing more than silver anchor, especially when you're this tall, bro. Again, we're in the post, as you guys can see, that these guys are just babies, bro. Now, once I can shoot the fade, bro, these guys are done, bro. I can't shoot no fades right now, so I'm only resorting to the post. But as you guys can see, look at that dot. This build, look, the passing is extremely fast on this build, and it's such a nice feel to the game, bro. Being able to pass the ball, being able to be a threat without even being able to move properly. As you guys can see right here, we got takeover. We just moved this guy. We're just moving bodies out the way, bro. This build has been going crazy. Look, taking my time, looking at the floor, seeing what's going on. No one's moving, no one's open. Okay, cool, I'm just gonna do this myself. Now, you guys will notice one thing about this build, I cannot get driving dunks, not the proper ones, because I only get bronze limitless takeoff, which is very annoying. But as you guys can see, I sent, where was he going, bro? Where was that man going with no mid-range? I'm still shooting, bro. Now, obviously, we've got takeover, and again, I told you guys, this build is also a sniper. You have that silver limitless range on this build. You can shoot from very, very deep. You're able to set up your teammates. You can be such a massive threat without even being able to move. Look at that. I've got that IQ, the vision. I've got high pass and I have high shooting. So of course your boy's looking to pass and I'm looking to shoot the damn ball. But once again, I told you guys, look at the rebounding on this build. It is surprisingly very good. I don't even have an 80 offensive board, so I don't know how I'm getting all these boards. I was very surprised by it. But look at that. Look at your boy looking at the court. Look at that. So look how much of a threat I am, even without being able to move. Just your ability to be able to pass the ball, the IQ of being able to read the defense is insane. Obviously, I also like the slow pace of this build, because when I come up the court, I come up the court very slowly, which means that sometimes a lot of times just forget about me. You look right here, you can even paint match. I'm 7'3", bro. When I'm underneath the paint, I can just paint match. I like a 67 close shot in the clips you're watching right here. Look, I'm just sending these guys away, bro. So There are multiple options for you to be able to get buckets on this build. Once again, the rebound on this build is so nice. Look, I'm able to run up the court. I'm not too worried about a lot of these guys. Look, he missed the shot. Look at the rebounding, bro. Look at the rebound on this build. Again, I was very surprised by the rebounding. I wasn't expecting to be able to get these many offensive boards on this build. But I mean, look at it. Look at this. I'm able to grab those boards, running up the court. I told you guys, bro. This is a playmaking wizard. I am not worried about these lockdowns trying to reach and this and that, bro. I don't even have vice grip. I don't need vice grip. Like, I got gold unpluckable on this build. And look at that space on the floor, very nicely. Like, bro, listen, if you're like one of these guys that likes to space the floor, have IQ, look, taking my time, trying to see what's going on. This guy's playing really good defense, kind of smothering me right here. I saw my teammates backdoor cut. Come on, man, I got that IQ. Most of the games you're watching right now, 95% of these clips are with randoms, okay? I'm just playing randoms because guess what? Randoms like to cut a lot like these guys. Unlike my teammates that like to just stand still and watch me just like, what are you doing, fam? I'm like, bro, I'm waiting for you to cut, bro. Do something. Look at this. Look how long this build is. Pause, right? This build is literally freakishly athletic. When it comes to the blocking as well, like the height plays such a massive factor, even though I only have an 87 block on this build. But once again, look, just taking my time, reading the defense. That's what I like about this build, because the centers can't back off you, right? They can't back off you. Look, without driving dunk, look, I'm still making it work somehow, because the centers can't back off you, because then I'm going to shoot, right? Look, they can't back off me. It gives me time to just think, look at the court very well, see what's going on. Look at that right there, big dot to the corner, bro. I'm telling you, this build is a playmaking wizard. I'm still a playmaker on any build, bro. Whether I'm a center, I'm on my guard, I'm still making plays. Of course, I can space the floor, shoot the ball very, very well. Now again, the build doesn't have driving dunks like that, but listen, I'm fair, bro. I can make it work. Like, I can make it work. But look at the offensive board, bro. I'm telling you, I don't know why, bro. I was so surprised when I was getting these offensive boards. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Right here, spacing the floor once again. Listen, you can't leave me on this build, bro. Your center you need to have your center or someone guarding me at all times. Again, right here, we're heading into the post. These guys are just babies, bro. These guys are just too little in that paint. We can go in the post. We can take our time. Look, once again in the post, I see my teammate cutting. This is why I love playing randoms, bro. This is the only reason why I love playing randoms, because you guys love to cut so much, and it helps my playstyle out on this build, because I'm always looking for the cut, diming up my teammates. The pass speed on this build is insane. Of course, you can get steals. The defense is always there. And you guys notice how I'm just running the build. I'm running the ball up the court, okay? I'm not one of these centers that get scared of getting stripped, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm 7'3", running the break. We get the steal right here. Look, once again, you see how I'm just confidently just bringing up the ball. I'm not too worried about you lockdowns trying to reach, bro. You're not stripping me on the ball, bro. Unless I do something very silly, then that's my fault. But once again, look, I'm always looking for the cut. There was no cut this time around. Listen, I've got that post spin technician Hall of Fame, bro. I'm always gonna spin on these guys, and you guys always notice I'm always spinning in the same direction. See, I tried to spin right there. You know, the guy probably got some, big body defense. I saw my teammates cutting again. These are randoms, by the way, because my teammates don't cut. Just in case you don't know, my teammates don't cut, bro. They just watch me die most of the time. So I love these randoms. As you guys can see, we take over. We're shooting from deep on this build. Once again, we're in the post, seeing what's going on. Nothing's going on, and these guys, bro, I'm making centers look like babies, bro. Bear in mind, I didn't even make this build to play center like that. I was very surprised. Look at the rebounding on this build, bro. Like, at this point, I just accept I'm just a rebounding genius on 2K. Like, how am I getting these rebounds on a 78 with silver rebound chaser? On a fade, listen, you can shoot fades on this build. Obviously, you got an 85-3, so that's kind of expected. Got that KD fade right here. Another dot to the teammates. And you guys see the speed of the passing, right? The speed of the passing is so good. Look, taking my time again, seeing what the defense is doing. Oh, look at that. Look at that, bro. IQ fair, bro. That's the reason I love playing this build, because I have to use my IQ a lot more, because I can barely move. You know what I'm saying? Look, another teammate cut right there. Again, taking my time, seeing what's going on. Look at these guys. They think I want to dunk the ball or something. Listen, I'm a pass first player. When I want to build with high passing, you already know I'm looking to dot my teammates, bro. That's all I'm looking to do. Look right here, taking my time again. Look at the dot to the corner. I'm telling you, bro, this build is so fun to play on. The only thing I don't like about the build is the fact that I can't get driving dunk, which is kind of annoying, but I'm still making it work. Look at that, IQ 1-2 with a random, by the way. Random's playing about IQ play right here. But once again, you guys see, You can see how confident I am when I'm bringing up the ball. I am not worried. I know some of you centers are like, oh, I'm gonna get stripped. I've got gold unpluckable, bro. You lockdowns with your 99 still ain't stealing nothing. So just forget that. But once again, obviously, I don't want to show too many break start highlights because you guys already know it's got high. It's got, oh my god, why am I getting so many messages? But it's got a high passing, so obviously you guys are expecting to get. But the blocks as well in this build is insane. We go crazy with the block. But once again, look at the rebounding, and we also get contact dunk. You guys see that? We get a contact dunk on this build. We get the pro big man contact dunks. But the block on this build, insane. Look, a double block. Well, bro, we're just too freakishly tall on this build. The height plays a massive factor. Of course, when it comes to the contest, look at that. We can just get the contest, dash up the court for the teammates to get an easy bucket, bro. No problem at all. Again, once again, we get another steal on the build, bro. Look at me running the break on a 7-3. What you see, that's a 7-3 running up the court with the ball, bro. Again, we get the ball. You guys notice how I just love running up the ball with this stuff, right? And we get another rebound. Look at everyone's just too little underneath the paint, bro. Everyone's too small. Like Shaq says, just barbecue chicken. Once again, look, I was so surprised by the offensive board on this build. Honestly, I was not expecting it to be this good of a rebounder offensively. I knew it was going to be a decent defensive rebounding build, but offensively, I was just going crazy, bro. But once again, these centers, you guys love to guard the paint. Well, in the post once more, seeing what play is going on. I saw my teammate cut right there. I thought I was going to give him a contact alley-oop, something like that, bro. Like, I'm running special delivery as well, obviously. And right here, look at that. That looks like a Victor Wembayama block, doesn't it? Look how I extended for that block right there. I was like, wow, that looks so much like Victor right there. But once again, my teammate backdoor cut, because my own personal teammates don't cut, bro. This is why I love playing with randoms on this build. I have way more fun with randoms on this build than I do my own teammates. Because my teammates, they be too comp for my play style, bro. They be too comp, just standing around watching me. Just, oh, what are you doing, Finn? Like, bro, cut into the damn paint, cut. Look at this. Get the rebound right here. The rebounding is surprisingly very, very good on this build. I'm still, even watching the clips back, I'm still very shocked at how I'm getting these boards. But again, the blocking as well, the height, I'm telling you, the vertical plays such a massive factor. But again, you don't want to leave this build open, bruh. This build is a passing wizard and definitely a sniper from downtown. But listen, throw the love right there. They came right back. Look at these guys. This guy thought the paint was sweet. He thought it was Victor Wembanyama. Hell no. Hell no. I don't even have chase down on this build, but that's just literally silver anchor. So some of you guys have asked me before, is silver anchor enough? Listen, there's your evidence right here, bro. I've told you, all my builds, all my center builds have silver anchor. And I'm not saying gold isn't good or Hall of Fame isn't better, but listen, if you're trying to make a very unique build, silver is more than good enough, bro. But again, once again, spacing the floor for the teammate. Taking my time right here, look, trying to see what play is about, trying to see what play. There's nothing, and I just dump my teammates, bro. The speed of the passing of this build is so underrated, because obviously the higher your passing accuracy, the higher the speed of your pass. And look at that, my teammates once again went for the fade, and look again, bro. Look at the rebound, bro. It's so surprising. Bro, I'm very surprised, but. There's the final clip we're going to go in for the day. And right here, look at the spin back. And we hit him with the 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We're going to head to the builder and show you how. Here we are in the builder. Obviously, the position is going to be center. Right-handed, left-handed. Listen, up to you. Which one is your favorite? Jersey number, don't matter. The height is going to be 7'3". The weight is going to be 230 pounds. And the wingspan is going to be 7'7". Just so you get that 85 3 ball, and again, defined body shape always. Now, the one thing I want to talk about, I will speak about the finishing, but the one thing I wanted to touch on very quickly about this build is this, right? You get 17 badges off rip. Literally 17 badges off rip. Now, it's actually low-key kind of annoying, because I saw some of the new dribble packages that came out this season, and you needed a 60 ball handle to be able to do it. So if you guys want to, I don't know how much lower you can go on the wingspan. Maybe if you want to lower it by 1 more so you can get that 60 ball handle to get better animations, you can, more than welcome to do that. But anyways, that's besides the point. I also know when you go 86 pass accuracy, you also get Hall of Fame break starter. Again, your boy didn't know that until a little bit later on, but listen, it's still fine, bro. I'm still dotting up, I'm still making plays. You guys saw it in the clips anyway. But again, like I mentioned, one of the surprising thing about this build when I made it, and this is one of the reasons I was like, whoa, this build is surprisingly very good, is I get 17 badges off rip. I didn't have to put any playmaking badges. I didn't have to put any playmaking badge points towards my playmaking. I can literally get a gold unpluckable as soon as I make this build. Like, I just grinded 17 badges, you can equip gold unpluckable. Now, back to the finishing. All right, we have that 75 close shot. And you guys saw in the clip, because of your height, right? Because of your height, because of how tall you are, I can make a lot of these close shots right now. Because a lot of centers are like 7 foot, some of them are 6'9", 6'8", and you're probably thinking, "Phil, but what about your 6'8"? Listen, my 6'8" is different. Let's forget about that for now. And the other thing I was gonna say, you can also go 75 driving dunk rather than 76, because realistically, I looked at all the animations in the game. I realized you only need a 75 driving dunk to get every single like dunk package you can get on this build. 76 is not necessarily needed. You can probably put that like towards your speed of ball or your free throw or your driving layup, God knows. But you don't need a 76. The 70 driving layup is to get you decent layup packages like the Jokic or the Joel Embiid. But again, these aren't necessarily needed. You guys saw the clips, right? I didn't have any driving layups on the build, and I was still doing fine on the build. So now, the mid-range, like I mentioned earlier in the video, is unfortunately I'm not able to max out the mid-range just yet. So you'll be able to shoot some middies, bro. You'll be able to shoot some fades. You'll be able to catch guys off guard at times. You get that silver meter magician. Again, the 3-ball on this build is absolutely lovely, bro. You get 85 3-point on this build. You get gold catch and shoot. I mean, if you try to get 86, you get that for the Hall of Fame claimer, be my guest, and you get silver limitless range, so you can shoot from very, very deep. Now, once again, I was never bothered about the interior defense. I've told you guys before on the previous video that the interior defense, I only go up to an 82 just so I can get that workhorse Hall of Fame because it's good. But I knew I was 7'3", and I knew my block was going to be enough. As long as I'm in the paint, I can contest them. I didn't really have too many issues just stopping these guys. But also, again, bear in mind, when I make this build, I was thinking of making it as a point guard. This was like bear in mind, I didn't go into the builder to make a center build. If I did, this build probably wouldn't have looked like this, and I probably wouldn't even have made this build. But once again, you get good perimeter defense, you get decent steal. You guys saw the clips, okay, 56, I was getting a lot of steals. Now, the surprising thing about this build, like I mentioned, you guys saw in the video, was the offensive rebound. I only get a 78, right? Now, normally you're probably thinking fair, but I know you like to go offensive rebound higher than defensive rebound. Why did I do the reverse this time? Come on. I'm not going to go 78 defensive rebound with all these freakishly annoying 7'3" trying to get bored. So because I knew the rebound is going to be in the 78, like in the 70s, I didn't want to go defensive on that. So I went offensive instead. But again, surprisingly, I'm still getting a ton of rebounds offensively. And defensively, I'm not really struggling at all with a lot of these guys. Now, the speed, 59. I'm actually used to the speed now, and the build actually feels pretty fast right now. I know when I first made it, it felt so slow, but now the more I'm playing, I'm like, the speed is actually not bad. We get a 76 strength to give us, silver brick wall. I don't use silver brick wall, but if you guys want to use it, it's also gives you the option. And we have that 75 vertical. Again, the 75 vertical is probably helping me with my rebounding, my blocks, and everything else. But once again, you guys do not need 99 stamina, but I use 99 stamina because, hey, listen, I run around too much like a headless chicken. Now, the one thing I also forgot to mention is the post control. With the 87 post control, you guys saw in the clips, I'm able to, worm and sort of, not worm, but I was post spin a lot of players. But more importantly, I also get the silver quick first step in the playmaking category, you guys can see right there. So this build is going to be fast. Your first initial couple of steps are going to be very quick on this build. Now, the one thing I didn't like about this build, like I mentioned as well, is the drive and dunk aspect, bro. You only get bronze limitless takeoff. I don't even know why bronze limitless takeoff exists in this game. Like, they should just completely get rid of it. It should not even exist, bro. It doesn't even work. It doesn't work like that, but I leave it on anyway because I can see certain animations. Maybe it's just like a placebo effect or something, but I don't know why bronze exists, bro. And bronze slithery surprisingly pops up a lot on this build. So there you have it. This is the build. Again, surprisingly, this build is playing very well. Now, you guys also need to understand, right? If you guys are new to the game, I get +8 badges and a double core on this build. So even on the defensive side, I'm on a double core defense, for example. So I'm still able to get a lot of badge points to put towards these builds. Now, if you are new to the game and you're wondering, where should you put your badges or something, I'll recommend just putting all your badges on defense, bro. You need as much defensive badges as you can get, because you already get the 17 playmaking badges off rip, which is the most surprising thing about this build for me when I made it. But anyways, that is the build in itself. There are the takeovers. You get the limitless takeover, the sharp take, the rim take, the rebounding take, and the post take. Now, I actually use the limitless range and the post take. I use advanced post moves because, as you guys saw in the clips, I like to do a lot of post spins, so it makes it easier for me to just literally just worm guys out the way. Or not worm, why do I keep saying worm? It allows me to just move guys out the way easily in the paint, whether they're centers or not. But there you have it. there is the build, and the build is actually called a stretch 5, but I call it a playmaking stretch 5 because why not? Like, I don't even know who Ralph Sampson is. I know some of you guys like, you don't know who Ralph Sampson is. I've heard of him, actually. I saw some of his clips, but anyways, that is not the point of this video. There you have the build. It's called a stretch 5. It's going crazy. Now, before I leave, I do have to say something though. If I have to choose between this build and the 7.2 that I made, or the 7.2 I showed you guys recently, surprisingly, I will still go with that 7.2 just because of the driving aspect, the driving dunk aspect of this build. And I feel like sometimes for me, I don't even need to shoot deep, but this build does allow me to shoot deep anyway. But if you guys are wondering between the 7.2 and the 7.3, you know, I'll still pick, you know, the 7.2. But if you guys want silver limitless range and still being able to, you know, have the post moves, I'll probably recommend going 7.1, because if you go 7.1, you should be able to get 85 3 ball while still be able to get, you know, silver limitless takeoff. So that's still gonna work perfectly for me. But anyways, the video's already gone long enough. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.